Back test. That's heavy.
Yeah, it's a big, thick one, just like a dick.
It's real heavy. That's what my dick sounds like.
It's not true. Only in dreams.
Hits the ground at night.
In dreams. Shit. We're going to get into some Taco Bell goodness while reviewing a movie called The Domestics.
The Domestics. And there's nothing more domestic than Taco Bell.
It's true.
Think about it.
It's Taco Bell.
Think about it. This is a Patreon especial review for our friend Mike White Jr., an awesome dude who sent us, if you guys remember that Packy chip that fucked up my night and my butthole.
Yeah, that was the best night of my life.
Wow.
I loved watching you die inside.
Honestly,
I'm so happy that I didn't do it. I like that's one thing I don't even have an extra set of balls that I keep behind my TV that I could wear to do that because I won't do it. I saw the pain and I knew before when you did it and there was like that black shit on it. Yeah. I was like, that's bad. That's bad news central right there, sir. You are sucking the devil's taint tonight.
The heat, and I'll link that video down below. The heat from the chip is nothing like the after effects. And I know people say that, Taco Bell, whatever, you gonna poop shits later. Yeah. But this was different.
I feel
this was me butt naked, sweating on the toilet 4 hours later, holding a trash can, shitting, and almost throwing up.
I was gonna say, like, it reminds me of like what you described and what other people have described about that particular chip and the hotness afterwards. Is like I always think of the transformation of the American Werewolf in London. It just reminds me of like that painful. Like you're becoming something that you don't want to become, and you're like, your fucking skull is stretching out, your butthole stretching out to Stargate proportions.
That's literally what it was. Dude.
Awful.
I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was like, go, fuck.
So do you guys like Superman, Tyler Hoechlin from the CW? Not the real one. I'm the the Kmart $2 one. No, I like Tyler Hoechlin. He's a good actor, and honestly, I've never seen a CW. I've never watched Supergirl, so I don't know how well he is in that show. But he's one of the main stars in this film, along with Kate Bosworth. Actually, I had to look over there because I forgot she
was Lois Lane in Superman Returns.
Wow,
fuck me right.
Cool. But reunited across the length of time. Loincloth. But yeah, so the thing is. It's pretty much a basic, standard post-apocalyptic film. There's multiple gangs that rule the earth after this big black fart cloud kills half the population.
That shit was scary, dude. I know. That's the opening moment of the film. Like, these kids are coming out of school, and you see these planes flying over, and they don't explain anything. They're like, you probably don't give a shit anyways. Yeah. And they're just dropping that shit. That shot was amazing.
Those planes are farting, and everyone's dying. Especially, those are Taco Bell farts. But there's a certain amount of the population that aren't affected by it. Tyler Hoechlin and I don't know. And Kate Bosworth are two of them. They're a married couple that were going through a difficult time. And now what they're going to do is they're going to make their way across the land to the good land, Milwaukee, meaning the good land, and reunite her with her parents because she has to see her parents during the middle of a post-apocalyptic storm. We'll do what you want to do. They run across gangs that now control the United States. And there's multiple gangs, and they all have different cutesy names. Like there's the Cherries, who are man-haters. There's the Ghosts, which I don't know what the fuck they do. The Gamblers. There's I don't know. There was another group. I don't know what the fucking Plowmen. So they run across all these gangs as they're making their way across and making my way downtown.
Should have been the theme song.
But they run across all this stuff, and basically, have you ever seen Book of Eli? Or The Road, fat ass fucking movie, underrated as fuck, with Viggo Mortensen, or played the video game Fallout at all? It's pretty much all those combos in one movie, and it's done effectively well.
And by the way, this just came out in 2018, and it was a $10 million movie, according to IMDb at least. There's some money in this. This is not some like fly-by-night movie.
No,
this shit looks good.
And the gore was pretty good too in it. But the thing is, while I liked everything about, like, I did like the idea of them dodging and running away from these gangs because like the gangs all have like different motives for what they're doing for. Like the gamblers are real specific. Like they'll either like kill you, and they have like this big fucking Wheel of Fortune thing that they just travel with, and then they roll it and they decide whether or not you die or they kidnap you, and then they take you and put you through these fucked up games that they bet on. And then you have the Ghosts, which again, I don't know they're just people that play Pac-Man too much, and they're the Ghosts. I thought for a second, I was like, are they the KKK? I was like, no, but they're not like KKK. They're just like fucking dumbasses that weren't creative enough at Comic-Con to wear anything but a white sheet and say, I'm Bob. but it's still cool. I like the idea of them dodging, and again, they're dodging and trying to stay alive, but again, the main focus is that they are going through a divorce, and the whole idea is like they've got to trek across the country 300 miles or whatever it is under like extreme circumstances that gives me a fucking migraine because she wants to go be with mommy and daddy in the suburbs.
Well, that's what I was going to get to earlier. That really just grinds my fucking gear. Hey, scoot over that way just a tad. I think we're uneven. But you really hate her at first, man, because you're like, you don't even like him. Like, the whole thing is like, it's this distended, like, broken marriage, and you can tell she doesn't like him at all. But he's literally putting his life at risk and their comfort at risk to take her across the country. And you wouldn't think that at all because she's so shitty to him for so much of the movie.
It's kind of like, hey, he's like, hey, I want to take you out for a nice dinner, like, at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And she's like, Olive Garden? I'm sorry.
Red Lobster.
Teddy and his wife just went to Magnificato, and we're going to have to go to Olive Garden. It's like, that's all I can afford. It's like, my mother was right.
He's running around in his boxers, stabbing dudes with giant axes and guns with a tiny pickaxe and fucking shit up, and she's still like... not impressed.
Well, the whole idea is like,
okay, my dad was right about you. I just saved your life.
His name's Mark West, which is the most basic fucking name ever, but it still works. It's a name that if you went into the witness protection program, they give you that.
Yeah.
Your name's Mark West now, and you work at Xerox. But Mark West, and her name's Nina West. But then there's one point when they get introduced to this one guy, and she's like, Nina Monroe. I'm like, bitch, I've driven 200 miles. I'm low on gas, and you need a jacket, and you're not even gonna use my last name. Give him about diamond ring then, because you're still wearing it. But anyway, there's also there's one character in it which is fucking what? She's a former Cherry. Cherry Bomb. She's a former Cherry, which is the man-hating group, that one of the gangs that roam around, and she just follows him around and like watches out for him like the silent protector, like she's fucking Rorschach from Watchmen, and she doesn't do anything. She doesn't even really talk.
She's their guardian angel.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like it's like you don't go anywhere with that character. That character doesn't really develop or do anything except just be there as a creeper in the background.
Yeah,
strange.
And that's Lance Reddick is the guy that they meet, and they befriend him in this post-apocalyptic world, and he seems like a good guy, but then you find out really fucked up shit about him. But he's an awesome actor, by the way. He was in The Guest as well.
Well, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like those parts, like even though they're a little strange and they fit together in the movie pretty well. They just don't go anywhere. Even though I maybe want more out of that, I still enjoyed it. It wasn't like one of those movies like you could make The Road was like 2 hours, and it was a long movie, and it was a lot more heavy as far as that movie is concerned. Like with Viggo Mortensen, it was just more focused on one end. I don't know. There was just something about that movie that was a lot more heavier. But this one's fun, and it's having a great time. It's like playing a video game that's live action. Yeah. And Tyler Hoechlin does live up to. He is fucking Superman. Like, I mean, he's a good looking guy, and he's nice as fuck, and he's doing everything he can for this chick. And he's taking her abuse like Johnny Depp, justice for Johnny # and you know, nonetheless, it's like it's not good enough for her. But eventually, he doesn't care. He fights through it. But there were moments though. There were moments in the film that I was like, I don't know about this, because like when they do the dance scene. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just so fucking random.
Yeah,
like,
it's out there.
Like it's like why?
And that's what I was gonna say too. The movie is by far exceeded my expectations. Mm-hmm. Like, it's shot so good, and the action scenes are done amazingly. You're shocked as shit when you're watching it. This is a movie you haven't heard of, and I definitely recommend people go and watch this movie because it's crazy. That being said, it's directed excellently. The cinematography, the action scenes are on point. It's fascinating to watch, and it's 100 fucking miles an hour from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. And I'm glad as shit to have watched it. That being said, the writing could have used some work, man. There's some shit that happens. You're like, why did that person do what? When? What the fuck? But apart from that, man, it doesn't ruin the movie at all. What will ruin this is if we don't eat it soon.
Go ahead. Have a bite.
We gotta try it together. First, we gotta smell it. Come on. Have some.
Ooh. Quite good. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Taco Tico.
Yeah,
you guys remember? Well, you guys might not know, but there used to be this like local. I don't know. It wasn't a chain. It was like this local Mexican restaurant, Taco Tico, and you could get Mexican fries or Texas burrito or Super Sanchos.
That's good shit.
Smells quite good.
So you all know Taco Bell has their fries, right? They have their fries, and you got to order them at the right Taco Bell, because if not, they come all like smushed, and you don't like it so much. But these, take a look at them. Let's do the up close real quick. Stream close up. Whoa! Whoa!
We're like, somebody's gonna gift that, and we're gonna look like we're sucking two cocks at once.
Move your head away real quick so we get the zoom in. It looks good, but Taco Bell's taking their fries, and they have put buffalo.
It just nutted on you.
It dripped.
God,
they put buffalo chicken on their fries.
Okay, have one.
Have one with me.
I just watched the fucking thing go down your hand.
I got the sour creamy one.
Okay.
Look at this bitch.
Was that your jaw or my jaw that plopped?
I don't know, man.
You anacondaed your fucking jaw. I gotta
get a piece of the chicken in there. There we go. That's a good one. There's some hot sauce in there too, I think. Some buffalo sauce.
Did you wash your hands with your ass?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Get in there.
Okay.
Ah, that's good, man. And these are like 30 minutes old.
Well, the chicken's like shredded, which is good. They didn't like put like they didn't put huge chunks of like Popeye's chicken in there, but it's good. I mean, it's good. It's a good meal. I was wondering like should that be bigger? It was like $2.99, right?
Yeah.
Taco Bell is known to be like a cheap experience if you're drunk or something. That's a pretty small little bowl. If you're severely drunk, you'll need to buy 3 of those.
Oh, dude, there's something about me when I'm drunk and I eat Taco Bell. It never fills me up.
No, it doesn't.
I go.
They're secret magic. They're sorcerer supremes on knowing that you need to buy more of their shit.
Dude, that's
It's good though.
I want more.
It's good. I'm getting a little heartburn though, so I can't keep doing it. It's good. It's good as fuck though.
I give that the fucking thumbs up.
That's a thumbs way high into the sky.
You got the sour cream, the cheese, the buffalo, the tomatoes, the Taco Bell taste, the shredded chicken on top of the fries. That's a fucking win.
I think even O.J. Simpson would come out of prison once to do that.
He would take his white Ford Bronco right through that goddamn drive-thru.
He doesn't give a shit.
Now we gotta try the burrito version because they took this shit and they stuffed it in a burrito.
Why not? Why not? Just do that.
Move your face.
The thing about the Pornhub.
What has happened in this life that we've lived for so long?
No, I just said Pornhub. Now everybody's gonna have an idea to put their dick in it.
You gonna put some fire sauce on yours?
Nah. The thing about Taco Bell that's always been really unique and cool about them is that they are basically a fast food restaurant that understands the drunkenness better than anybody else because they come up with the creations that only drunk people know.
No, it's amazing what they do.
I know they are like again.
Cheers it. Cheers.
Prophets of the drunks.
Take it in.
It's good.
There's a lot of things happening
I don't know if
in my mouth right now.
The chicken's always tasted weird to me, but it's good. It's not bad. It's just the chicken always tastes strange.
Well, fries taste weird when you put them in a burrito because like you already have the tortilla and then you add the extra layer of potato.
Potato.
The extra carb layer.
From Idaho.
And it's strange, but again, it works, man. There's just a little bit of spice in there. The sour cream, the cheese and the chicken. That's a fucking win too, dude.
I feel that what we have discovered here is a silver medalist at the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's still not. It's not the level of like the. To me, the best thing ever is the Gordita Crunch. Fucking Gordita Crunch is amazing. I loved it. This is still really good though. It's unique. It's different. It's got you right where you need it to be, and it never lets you down. It always picks you up when you're drunk. But the thing is
good drunk food right
chicken.
here.
Yeah, the chicken. There's something. The chicken just, I don't know, it just tastes like that chicken had a bad day before they killed it.
You don't totally trust it?
Huh? Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think it's not really a chicken. I think it's a person that was, I think it's an animal disguised as a chicken, like a fucking ferret. That they thought was a chicken. They're like, yeah, throw it in there. Throw it in the grinder. Either way, I don't want to talk shit on Taco Bell because Taco Bell has been the savior of all saviors. It's been the lighthouse in the darkest drunk nights that you've had. So I don't want to talk too much shit about it, but it's good.
Now, I douse mine in fire sauce, but I will say that there's a little more kick than I expected.
There's a little bit of spiciness, yeah.
And it's not spicy by like you know, it's not hot by any means, but a nice bit of spiciness.
It's like a little bit of it's like a little bit Tabasco or something.
Yeah, like it's almost there. Man, these are tasty as fuck.
These are very good.
This is a goddamn win, Taco Bell, especially since you guys announced those Reaper tacos, and you're always out of fucking Reaper sauce.
Oh, the Reaper tacos are amazing too. Again, Taco Bell, the patron saint of all drunks everywhere. There will be medallions of them one day of that people wear around their neck before they go out drinking.
That's a little bit more filling than typical Taco Bell because you have the chicken and the.
I think you got the right combo. If you're drunk one night and you need something to grab the fries and the burrito as a combo meal.
About $6.34 total.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's a perfect meal.
I'm going for the last one.
Yeah, and fuck your child support. Anyway, speaking of which, so this is a great little meal. The Domestic movie is a great little film. So why don't you do yourself a favor and go and watch The Domestic and have a fucking Taco Bell night at the same time with some beer or wine or whatever drink you want. Some lemon heads.
Spirits. Spirits,
Oh
Jay.
man, I got the burpees now.
Before we rate the movie, we got to rate the food. I'm gonna
give that an 8.5.
I'm gonna go with you. I was actually gonna go 7.5, but you inspired me.
What I have, like, it feels like a really good combination, and it feels like exactly what you would make at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You were so drunk and you had leftover fries and you had a burrito wrap and you had some chicken. You're like, I'm gonna fucking put some nacho sauce in that bitch. I'm gonna jack off some fucking hot sauce, and I'm gonna put some fries in that, and then I'm gonna roll it up, put it in the microwave, put it in the oven, and grill it up, and then I'm gonna fucking eat it.
Yeah, dude. Honest to God, like,
then I'm gonna eat some Pringles.
If you like, normally I don't feel this way. But if I was drunk in the kitchen at 2 a.m. and you gave me the secrets of the kitchen of Taco Bell to work with, and I made this would be top level. This is great shit, man.
Very good.
This is great shit.
Very good.
And honestly, I'm going to give the Domestics right up there with it. I'm going to give the Domestics close to that score. I'm going to give it a strong ass 7.5. Like, it was, look, the cinematography is on point. The action scenes are intense. And the movie gets dark. It gets just dark enough to have you, like, you know, not like lackadaisically watching it, but it doesn't depress you at any point, because there's always, like, seriously, every time you turn the fucking corner in this movie, there is another bad guy, there is a new fucking character, there is a new something fucking shit up. The action's non-goddamn stop. The one dude, hang on, I'll look up his name real quick. Big Willie Cunningham, dude. The guy's played David Dastmalchian, and he was the fucked up dude in The Dark Knight. That Two-Face interviews, and he's like, He plays a character in this, and his hair's dyed blonde like Eminem. He freaked me the fuck out, but he also made me laugh. Characters jump into this movie and out of it really quick, and the story just fucking flows, man. It is a goddamn gas guzzler, fucking good time.
He looked like a guy that would sell you life insurance policy, but at the same time, he moonlights as a circus provider.
Yeah, and he probably smells his own farts.
He probably smells like fucking like Flint.
He's kind of Jokerish in a weird way.
He does. I'm going to give the movie a 7.0. I had fun with it. I think it's a cool movie. I had no problem with the actors at all. I think they all did a great job, and the story flows in a pretty easy way that you can keep up with it and you can like watch it and have a good time. It doesn't derail so far that you're like lost in what their bullshit is. Sometimes it does. Not bad though. Just sometimes you're like, I don't think that part was needed, or that part could have been taken out or shortened down or tightened up in some way. But ultimately, I really like the gangs. And I thought the idea of them surviving the streets with these gangs like roaming around, and you had all these different characteristics of each gang, I thought that was cool. It also reminded me a little bit of, besides Book of Eli, The Road, Fallout video games, it also reminded me of The Purge. There was a lot of Purge things going on there as well. So ultimately it's a 7 point. And again, I had never seen Tyler Hoechlin, and I'm probably saying his last name wrong.
Hoechlin, I think.
Hoechlin. But I've never seen Tyler do anything other than being on the CW, so it was really a nice breath of fresh air for me anyway to see him in something else.
He rocked the shit.
And he did a really good job, and I hope he gets more parts and he gets to expand beyond the CW, blah, blah, blah. And and then Kate Bosworth is Kate Bosworth. She's a great actress either way. I didn't really like her portrayal of Lois Lane in Superman Returns, but nonetheless.
Crushed, yo.
But still, great movie. Definitely check it out and have yourself a Taco Bell night at the same time.
Goddamn right, man. Yeah, it's streamlined really nice. What I love too is the scenes in the suburbia, because they go to these suburban towns and they have these gangs to infiltrate them, and they have basically Call of Duty fights in the middle of like these fucking towns.
I liked it.
And dude, it's just so cool the way they do it all.
You guys know where the Warthog is? I don't know where the Warthog is. Who's got the Gatling gun?
If you kick the tires on the story too much, you're gonna find holes and you're gonna find issues there. But man, this is a rare thing. I think even if a post-apocalyptic movie is really good, it's really rare to say that a post-apocalyptic movie is a fucking blasty blast. Well, and this is both.
I think the problem that they have with post-apocalyptic films is sometimes they get too lost in, they want to make it too artsy and they want to make it too much of a meaningful movie. There's too much philosophical bullshit that's going on. That's fun. Like, I get that. But sometimes it's easy just to make a cool-ass act. Like, Mad Max fucking did it. Like, that's a badass movie. I mean, yeah, there's some political stuff in it, but it's a badass action film all the way 100%. Then I feel like this movie's not Mad Max or anything like that. Don't get that twisted. Don't get your nipples twisted on that. But it's still, like, one of those easy movies to watch because they were like, hey, you know what? We're in a post-apocalyptic world. Really bad things are happening. There's really bad people out there. And by the way, the radio announcer was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And you have, like, again, it goes back to Fallout because Three Dog, everybody, if you play Fallout 3, you know Three Dog. There's this guy that constantly narrates what's going on in the radio, and it's cool. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there's a difference between when you take it too seriously and you fuck up, or you like, hey, this story's been told a million times, so let's just have fun with our story and tell that straightforward and go straight all the way through it. And they did it. They put the rod in, and they didn't pull out once with this.
They did it. Great job, Mike Nelson, who's also going to be directing the new Wrong Turn movie, which actually, if you know our feelings about Wrong Turn, the Man vs. movie we did, we're still a little butthurt about it.
I'm in the dark.
We watched all 6 movies in one day, so we're still a little hurt. But I can't wait to see what he does with that, to be honest, now that I've watched this. But definitely check out The Domestic. It's on Amazon Prime right now. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch that shit for free. And Mike White, dude, you're an amazing dude. Thank you for picking this movie.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Mike. And one other thing, by the way, I would point out the fact that I think this would have been a really good... while it was a great film, obviously it was a great film, we gave it high scores, but I think it would have been a really good adapted to an Amazon Prime original and had episodes leading up, as their trip go to Milwaukee, and maybe you could explore more of them. I don't know.
There's stuff to play with there. That sandbox is pretty fucked up. I'm disappointed this movie didn't do better, man.
But then again, I guess because they wouldn't do that because they're like, well, there's already The Walking Dead. That's pretty much a post-apocalyptic movie, and with zombies that bite your wiener off. So I don't know, but it's a great film.
Definitely check it out. We love your fucking faces, especially you, Mike White. Thanks for being awesome to us all this time, man. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn rhyme opinion.
Whether you want it or not, we're coming in your bedroom, and we're gonna bring Taco Bell with us, and that's during and after the frightful fest in the bed.
Fire it up.
Halloween ain't till manana. Oh, Bradley Cooper is the Crow, not
my knee.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.